All right, we are going to continue learning about solving exponential equations today. This is our third day on the subject, and we're just continuing to add little things so we can do more and more difficult problems. So we just need to remember exponent rules. When it's a power raised to a power, that's like when we have 3 to the x raised to the second power, we keep the base and we multiply the exponents. When it's multiplication, we keep the base and we add the exponents. So when you have like 3 to the fourth times 3 to the fourth, that becomes 3 to the 8th because we add the powers. 2 to the 4x times 2 to the 5 becomes 2 raised to the 4x plus 5. And here we have 2 to the 3x and 4 to the 2 minus x. So we need to make that 2 squared raised to the 2 minus x. And then it becomes 2 to the 4 minus 2x, and we're going to add that. So it becomes 2 to the x plus 4 power, because we add the powers. All right, so let's look at some examples. Make sure both sides of the equations have the same basis, and then solve for x. Use your rules. So on this side, we can make this easily 6 to the negative 5n equals 6 squared. So then we drop the bases. Negative 5n equals 2. N equals negative 2 fifths. Next one, on the left-hand side, it's easy. We add. So negative 2n plus n becomes negative n plus 2. And this is 4 to the third power. So we can drop our bases. And we set them equal to each other. And then we just work through it. So we end up with n equal to negative 1. All right, number 3. We have to reduce both bases. So we need to go to a smaller number. So I'm going to use 4. 4 squared is 16. And it's raised to 3x plus 3. 64 is 4 to the third raised to the 2x. So this becomes 4 to the 6x plus 6, because when we go power to a power, we multiply. And this one becomes 4 to the 6x. And then we can set them equal to each other. 6x plus 6 equals 6x. We subtract 6x from both sides, we end up with 0 equals 6. Well, that's a false statement, so we would have no solution. No solution for that one. All right, number 4, we have 3 different bases. So we're going to go to the lowest one. We're going to have to use 2. So this is 2 to the 5x. 16 is 2 to the fourth raised to the 1 minus x. And this becomes 2 squared raised to the x minus 3. So it's 2 to the 5x times 2 to the 4 minus 4x equals 2 to the 2x minus 6. Because power to a power, we have to multiply. Now we can add these ones. So 5x plus 4 minus 4x becomes x plus 4 equals 2x minus 6. So then I'm just going to add 6 to both sides and subtract x. And I end up with x equals 10. All right, number 5. There's a number of ways to do it. I'm going to divide both. I'm going to take them down to their bases. So 64 is 4 to the third times 4 to the 3x equals 4 to the third. So this becomes 3x plus 3 equals 3. 3x equals 0, or x equals 0. Another thing you could have done is you could have just immediately got rid of the 64s and made that 1. And said 4 to the 3x equals 1, which is 4 to the 0 power. All right, one last one. 2 to the 1 minus x equals 2 to the 1 minus x. So we set them both equal to each other. And when we add x and subtract 1 from both sides, we end up with 0 equals 0. So x equals all real numbers. It can be anything, and answers will always be equal. So there you go, our third day of solving exponential equations. Hopefully this has been helpful. Be sure to watch the previous 2 videos so you know exactly what's going on.